Hello, fellow nerds. Today's video is going to be all about my adventures in getting my firmware up to the latest version. So I have the video all done on the computer, but I'm prefacing it by saying this is only my experience. I believe that most people should be able to update via OTA updates, so just by connecting to their Wi-Fi and then connecting to their PCB via Wi-Fi. So please try that first before you watch you go ahead and watch the rest of the video, but try the OTA part first. So I go over that a little bit at the beginning of the video. Don't try to go in, and you don't have to do this wired version unless the OTA doesn't work. So I rewatched my video, and I want to make that very clear. I want to walk you through updating over the air and also an MCU flashing for the Gaggiuino. And this is from a complete beginner's point of view, and I think it's really important to teach people things when you just learn them. So let's get started. I just finished the pre-install test, and one of the very last step of the pre-install test is to come over here and check your firmware versions. And so as you can tell from these numbers here, I have the most recent firmware. And you can find your firmware in releases in GitHub. You just go to click code, and then you click code, and then releases down here, and you'll see this number. This is the latest release. If you have a different number than this, it recommends you get the latest release. So in that pre-install test, it's going to link you over to this MCU flashing. And if you have the most recent version of the Gen3 V4 PCB, you are going to download, let me see, I think it's right here. Well, you can look through these to find the exact version that you want. One thing that is important is you're going to want to check your TOFN LED to see which version you have. And the difference is right here if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 or more than 4. And basically what you're going to do with that information is that's going to tell you what .bin files you need to put onto your device. So depending on what you need, you're going to choose from here. What I needed was this PCB, this performance PCB, PCA, and the PCA corresponded to how many pins I had, so that PCA was 4, or the 4 on one side, and I thought of it as like, it's pretty cute, and then that other one's not cute. Kind of silly. Okay, anyway, so then the next thing is you're also gonna need one of these UI embedded and UI headless, and if you're going for an older version, sometimes the assets, if you click here, it won't show. You'll have to click show more to be able to see this UI web. Okay, so let's talk about the updates. So now you know what files you need, and what I did, because I was like, well, I have the newest PCB, I can skip this wired flashing and I can go straight to OTA. So I went down here, I got my Gaggiuino set up on my network, and I went to do the OTA, and I got like something weird where it only loaded 24%, but then it seemed like it worked, and then I got like it showed my version as 000, and at that point then I tried to do all sorts of stuff. But I think the things that I learned from this is, if you are having issues with this OTA update, you can connect directly to your Gaggiuino. So if you go down here, you can see there's notes right here. Connect directly, so you just find the Gaggiuino AP. It's right here. And you put Gaggiuino with a 0 and no space AP for your password, and you can connect right to it. So that's a way you could try using the OTA. And 0bit, the creator of the project, let me know that you should be able to get an OTA update. the weird thing that happened to me is I was getting like a screen flicker where it was like different colors, so it was like green, red, blue, green, red, blue, and then after trying to update again, I got like a gray screen. So what I did was I went to, because I still was able to get on via Wi-Fi, so I went and I looked here and I saw what this version was and this version was, and I went back to the releases and I updated via the wired flashing with that core file. So this is, if you scroll up, this is how you can use your ST-Link to go into USB on your computer, and it says it's important to make sure you don't have like a dock or anything and you're just going straight USB-A. So I use my big boy computer, and you also want to make sure you're not plugged into your USB-C. And then you download, let's see, it's up here, this STM32 Cube programmer. You will have to put in your email, but you can download as guest after that. And then what you do is you open up this program right here. There are two important things according to the directions, and it's to make sure that you have verify programming checked, and then there's actually something else. Make sure skip flash erase before programming is not selected. So once you do that, you can browse for your downloaded performance PCB PCA bin, and like I said, you're gonna have to check which one's for you. You're gonna also make sure you're connected with your ST-Link, and when you do put that link on, you're gonna have to connect the cables on your own, match them up perfectly. I think it's probably pretty important you get that ground and that V3.3, I think it's called. You want to make sure you get all your cables right, and you're just going to want to make sure you follow the cables along, make sure they're correct. Once it's plugged into your computer, into your PCB V4, you're going to make sure your USB-C is not plugged in, hit connect. You can find this file, and you click start programming. It's going to be pretty quick. It's a small file. It's going to say downloaded, and then it's going to say file download complete. This check bar is going to go through. You click disconnect. You can pull your PCB off of the computer. And then here's where I got confused. So I was trying to put the other files, so the embedded or headless if you don't have a display, and the web UI, those two files. So these guys, I was trying to put them on via the wired connection, but that's not how you do it. You want to make sure that after you get this core set up, then you go ahead and you connect via a browser and you click select file. You're going to find your embedded first, open it, and then it's going to upload and it's going to complete. And then after that, you restart, or there's a button here that says restart. You're going to get your UI web, and then you're going to do the same thing. Click there to upload, and then it's going to do 100%. Make sure you don't unplug during this process. And if you do that, you're going to have this downloaded perfectly. So I just want to mention, I think some of this was user error, but I'm sharing this as I think it might help other people who are new to this process. It's really cool to be able to have a device where it's just constantly getting updates. I mean, if you look in the releases here, so Gaggiuino, this one 2 days ago, so I was working on this a few days ago, and I was like, oh dang, there's already a new update. And if you look, there is new scale support, tear on the web interface. Those were the ones I was most excited about. And now that I know I can do OTA, I feel great about having my device all set up and ready to go on the newest firmware. So if you guys are working on a Gaggiuino, interested in a Gaggiuino, consider subscribing. I will be documenting my entire build process. I will put the pre-install process up here. And like I said, none of this is official directions. This is just, I want people to be able to follow along with my mistakes so they don't make the same mistakes. But I do have it all working perfectly. Super excited. It looks great. I can't wait to get it installed and pull my first shot. There's probably still a lot of work to do, but thank you guys so much for checking out the video. And I do have a really, really cool surprise coming in 2 days. It's supposed to be here on Friday. So if you are into 3D printing, I'll spoil it. It's a dual gantry quad head printer. It's the Explorer from Formbot. I got a tiny bit of a discount on it because I bragged about how many people watch my channel, and they were like, all right, dude, whatever. But they were nice enough to give me a tiny little discount. So I have that coming. I have been preparing. I have tons of filament. Polymaker gave me some filament. So I'm planning on building some really cool stuff once I get it set up. So there's going to be an entire build process of that as well. And it's kind of experimental. First experience with Clipper. Don't tell them. I tried to play up how proficient I am at all of this stuff. But yeah, super excited for all that. So if you're into it, click the subscribe and or like, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I am exhausted. Yes, goodbye. Bye.